Okay guys, just bringing up a follow-up video to my Nurse Joker figure. Done a video review of the CGL Nurse Joker figure, 1/6 scale yesterday, or the day before. And as anyone saw in my review, I was quite impressed with the figure overall. But the big sticking point was the body that the figure was on. As you notice, the Nurse Joker figure, it has exposed elbow joints and knee joints, which is a bit of a problem if you put it on this sort of body, because obviously you've got the unsightly elbow joints and knee joints. This is the actual original body the figure came on. And it's not a bad body all in all, you know, it serves a purpose I guess, but I'm a little bit kind of like a perfectionist when it comes to these figures. I want them looking as good as I can get them, and I just so happen to have a spare flexible body, commonly known as a siphon body. I actually bought this some months ago from a KG Hobby. I originally intended it for another figure that I was putting together, but I never got around to making that figure, so I always had this in reserve, and as you can see that's the item number. It's commonly known as the M31 body, and I think there's the M34 body, that's like the heavy muscular body that I use for some Schwarzenegger bashes. But yeah, this is just like a generic body. You know, it's not a muscular body or anything, it's just for an average body type, which is perfect for the Joker figure, because Heath Ledger was by no means a big guy. Like, wasn't skinny or anything like that, but he was just like an average build guy, and this body works perfect for that. As you can see, the knees are visible, but as it's a rubber body, it just looks completely seamless. Same with the elbows. And with the head, I had to do a little bit of work with that. This is the head that came with the CGL figure, and it came with a neck attached. So you get two styles of head these days with 1/6 figures. The neck type, head and neck all together, or the necklace type, which is just the head on its own. So it really depends, you know, what figure you get. And this figure actually came with the neck, so I had to remove that because these bodies, these seamless bodies, they almost always come with inbuilt necks, and so obviously you got to remove the neck so the head can sit quite nice on top. As you can see, it's not a bad connection. There is a little bit of a gap there. I could work on it a little bit more, make it a little bit more flush, and sandpaper it down a little bit to get a closer connection, but as it is, it's not bad. It's not a bad fit. So yeah, as you can see, I've just got a selection of Dark Knight figures in the background. Well, Joker figures, and obviously there's Harvey Dent there. He's quite pivotal in the Nurse Joker scene, so I thought I'd put him in there. See, he's just got his little coin in his thumb and forefinger. So yeah, I've got to really be on the lookout to keep hold of that coin, because it's very easy to lose that obviously. So there's the DX11 Joker, the laughing head sculpt, released by Hot Toys. That's actually the DX1 figure with the jacket, and you can tell that because of the grenades woven into the jacket. I think that's probably even a better figure than the DX11. It's actually got the DX11's head sculpt on the DX01 body and clothing, so I think that's the best combination for that. And obviously I've got the DX01 cop Joker, when he disguises himself as the cop who's in the parade, and yeah, that's still a fantastic figure. I still think that's a really great head sculpt, considering DX01 is probably, must be, it's about as old as the film, so it must be about 10 years old, that figure, or getting on like that. And that's the original bank robber Joker, which is a really nice figure as well. So yeah, really lucky to have all those figures. I got into collecting probably just about the time, well, maybe a couple of years after The Dark Knight came out. So roughly when all these figures were coming out. And obviously I'm a big fan of that franchise. And obviously Heath Ledger is commonly regarded as you know, the litmus test for the best Joker on screen. And yeah, I couldn't go against that. I think he probably is the best, with Nicholson in second place on the big screen in any case. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed what I've done, guys. I've tried to tidy the hair up a little bit. As you notice, it's the wigged hair sculpt. So it's of him where he's dressed up and impersonating the nurse, and then he obviously gets rid of that wig and all that. But yeah, that's the look I've gone for when I suppose the cop first confronts him, and then as you can see he's using the silenced. Oh yeah, that comes out quite readily, so I'm going to have to fiddle about with that some more. Maybe just glue that in place, the little silencer, because yeah, it's just barely held in there. But yeah, so I've gone for that look. He's got the hospital documents and whatnot, and yeah, he just turns around, sees the cop, after he says something like, oh man, we were evacuating the hospital, because the Joker's just about to blow it up, I guess. And yeah, he turns around and just casually shoots the cop. So that's the scene that it's referencing. And yeah, as I say, really happy with how the figure's looking now. It might be a little bit tight, the outfit. It was quite a struggle to get it on the body, I must say. These bodies, anyone who owns them, they know that they're notoriously difficult to clothe, just because of the way the rubber works and all that. It's a very grippy surface, and it kind of like clings to fabric especially. So it's quite a job to get that clothing over the figure and dressed like that. It took me a good half an hour, 45 minutes to do it, and it was really just brute strength, just pulling it. I was a little bit concerned that I was going to rip the fabric at one point, but I just went, like, you know, slow and steady, and you know, just gradually inched the clothing on there. And yeah, as I say, I think it looks really good now. Look at the body and the feet, and yeah, and anyone who owns these bodies, they know how super flexible they are. They are great for posing and stuff like that. I think it cost me about £30 this body when I first got it, which is not bad. And as I say, it just really really sets off that figure, I think, now, and just makes it look 10 times better. And yeah, proud to be able to display this figure in my Joker collection now, or like wider collection, I guess. And as I say, you're going to have to work a little bit on the neck. You know, just remove the neck, and you know, you have to cut it at the chin, just under the chin there, and then follow like the neckline round, so up and back like that. It's a little bit hard to show you like this. As I say, there is a little bit of a gap, but it's hardly noticeable, and especially when it's posed up like that, you know, you hardly notice it at all. So yeah, really happy with how he's turned out, guys. I think he looks pretty good, and yeah, going to pose him in my collection, and yeah, see how he looks. And yeah, I think it's really turned out well. And as I say, I mean, I was quite happy with the figure as it was. But as I say, I like to get these figures looking as good as I can, and if that means, you know, getting another body and you know, fiddling around with the head or whatever, as I say, I'll, you know, cut the neck off of this figure. So yeah, all in all, really happy with how he's turned out, guys, and I think you'll agree that it looks pretty good, all posed up there. And yeah, you go in the collection quite nicely now. And yeah, happy with how he's turned out. So thanks for watching that, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, stay tuned for more videos and whatnot coming up. So I don't know what my next upload will be, but yeah, it shouldn't be too in the future. So yeah, thanks for watching that, guys.